This is it? This is the greatest threat to the universe? Hey guys, DB Right here, and today I'm continuing with What If Caulifla Was Born in Universe 7? And, well, it's been quite an interesting story, at least up to this point. Caulifla being born pretty much either just after or just before Nappa and Vegeta's arrival in the original story, making Caulifla a good at least 4 years younger than Gohan, which I think roughly suits about her age considering the story. And, well, in the last plot, Caulifla actually did manage to pull off Super Saiyan during training with Gohan, and there is a bit of a unspoken rivalry going on between her and Videl, both of them basically trying to win Gohan's affections. And needless to say, there's no contest there. And well, after being stuck in the junior divisions and actually winning the tournament, Caulifla was still looking to make a stand in the adult division, so she joins Goten and Trunks in their little Mighty Mask shenanigans. And well, much like in the original, Gohan, after Spobovich's domination of Videl, and I will admit, this did upset Caulifla quite a bit. You know, even she would say Videl didn't deserve to get treated like that. To be beaten within an inch of her life. In fact, she was quite close to blowing their cover, going Super Saiyan herself, and teaching Spobovich a thing or two. But essentially, you know, Gohan was there, and that pretty much put a stop to things. So, yeah, let's just say Spobovich was lucky. And well, as this has begun coursing on pretty much like the original, everything up to the Dragon Team, at least the ones who have entered the tournament, following Supreme Kai, after Gohan later gets his energy stolen by Spobovich and Yamu. I don't understand it. Why are they following those two? Those two aren't even worth their time. Surely that Supreme Kai Kibito could deal with that Spobovich and Yamu, no problem. Especially if considering how easily Supreme Kai's, Shin scared Piccolo. Yeah, had to correct myself there, because, Caulifla wouldn't have heard the word Supreme Kai. She just know him as Shin. And it's, yeah. Anyways, moving right along, so while everyone's off to save the world, and Videl, of course, just like in the original, having been forced to turn back, can't quite handle the long-distance flying yet. Well, things on the front, Vegeta fighting and defeating Pui Pui, and Goku taking out Yakon happens like it does in the original. Meanwhile, Gohan is waiting for his turn to fight Tabora. Now, while that's going on, Mr. Satan has decided to give the fans a show by making the tournament a battle royale, much like in the original. And it's quite hilarious, Caulifla trying to do a grown-up, manly voice.
Well, I am the Mighty Mask. I have no interest in you. I'm really concerned about that number 18 person over there.
Yep, this is basically what Caulifla sounds like, trying to sound like a man. Quite funny. And, well, essentially, the Battle Royale goes off without a hitch. 18 eliminating Jewel, and Mighty Mask eliminating Killer, and basically the two are going at it. The difference is the battle between Android 18 and Mighty Mask is a bit more closer than what it is with the original, because, well, basically because of the difference, in Caulifla's fighting style. It's not just two different fighting styles 18's fighting, it's three. And with Caulifla's fighting style being less predictable than, well, everyone else's, it pretty much means that Caulifla actually does manage to get a couple of hits in on Android 18. In fact, at some point, she actually nearly got a ring out on Android 18. And, well, after that, Trunks and Goten was starting to get a little impatient, so they do the whole switching where then Trunks is on top and trying that. And 18's figured it's kind of weird that, the technique is just changing that drastically, and because of this technique change, they are throwing 18 for a loop here, and then of course Goten doing the same thing, and well, after 18 sort of gets more or less used to fighting them on that level, they decide to ramp up to Super Saiyan, all three of them. And this is where Android 18's basically caught them in their little troublemaking scheme. And so, just like in the original, she ends up cutting the costume, this time into 3 bits. And the children are more or less exposed. And, well, Goten and Trunks pretty much fly off immediately, leaving Caulifla to deal with the consequences. And well, with the loud roaring from her older brother, Renzo, Caulifla! Oh yes, Caulifla has stopped in her tracks, and yeah, she's in a bit of trouble and in a bit of a scolding from her, lecturing from her older brother. And well, with that, Android 18 and Hercule, the final combatants, that whole thing plays out like it does in the original story. And well, suddenly, this weird-looking hole or trapdoor has appeared in the middle of the ring, and suddenly there are people standing in it. All of them, 2 of them, in their with golden hair. It's Goku and Vegeta, and there's Gohan as well, the Supreme Kai. And well, Caulifla can instantly tell that Gohan's been through a bit of a war here. His Great Saiyaman costume's all torn up. He's huffing and puffing a little bit from his fight with Deborah. And Vegeta, there's of course something very, very, very different about Vegeta, as he's looking at Kakarot with complete murder in his eyes, and well, he shocks everybody when he suddenly fires a ki blast, and it essentially wipes out some of the spectators in the who came to see the tournament. Bulma cannot believe her eyes, and Caulifla actually powers up to her Super Saiyan form and begins to race down. And well, this is when everyone in the ring, or in that general area, begins disappearing and is transported to another location. And well, as it turns out, Caulifla got swept up as well. And so essentially, we get Goku versing Majin Vegeta, while Gohan and Supreme Kai continue going down the ship in order to try to put a stop to Deborah and babidi. But little do they know, Caulifla is actually following them, and pretty much things continue to play out per normal, all the way up to Buu's resurrection. And with Majin Buu pretty much all resurrected, it pretty much means big trouble for everybody in the area, where Supreme Kai is pretty much taken down off the spot like he is in the original, and Gohan, even fully powered, does not fare much better. You know, he was already worn out from battling with Deborah, so yeah, he had nothing. And this shot Caulifla to watch I guess really in a way her best friend, who in this timeline is Gohan, just be taken down right in front of her, and so easily. And well, while Deborah is trying to kill the Majin Buu creature, something happens to Caulifla. Oh yes, Majin Buu may be wishing that he hadn't have done that. Caulifla, this has set off a bit of a rage boost within Caulifla. She is mad, and we know what Caulifla is like when she gets mad. And if, in case you're thinking that I was thinking of Kale, then no, I'm not thinking of Kale, I'm talking Caulifla. Caulifla is able to dig deep all the way to Super Saiyan 2. And a fully realized version of it, just like when Gohan beat Cell. But it's even more higher than that. In fact, Caulifla's power skyrocketed close to Majin Vegeta's level. And Boo's quite looking forward to this. Ooh, you seem stronger. Boo want to fight you. And before Boo could say anything else, Caulifla is just wailing in on the creature, getting some good hits. And well, she does manage to hit a good enough blast that essentially there's like a massive hole in Majin Buu's gut as well as in his face, but he ends up just regenerating and laughing. And well, after that, Deborah once again tries a cheap shot in with Buu, trying to impale him with a spear. And well, all that does is make Buu mad, and well, he's turned to chocolate and then devoured. And well, meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta, of course, sense what has gone on, and Vegeta has knocked out Goku like in the original, taking the Senzu Bean for himself. And well, he essentially joins in the fight. He can't sense Gohan, and he's curious about who this other high power level that's pretty close to his own. And of course, he can definitely sense the terrifying power of Majin Buu. And well, as Vegeta gets a look, so it's you, the one that beat my son in the junior division. Caulifla, was it? Perhaps you are a true Saiyan after all. Save the compliment. We got bigger problems right now. And so Vegeta and Caulifla are actually battling with Majin Buu together. And this does make things a bit harder for Majin Buu, because, like I said, Caulifla's power more or less rivals Majin Vegeta's at the moment. Mind you, it'd probably be exactly the same if Majin Vegeta didn't have the power boost from Babidi's spell. And with Deborah dead, this means Piccolo and Krillin are loose. Goten and Trunks have since arrived at the battlefield, and Trunks is just admiring what his crush is doing to this creature. Meanwhile, Piccolo has ordered the boys to stay put, while he essentially cuts Babidi in half like he does in the original. And well, eventually Buu would actually begin to summon up more power and begin turning the tables on the two, to the point that the battle starts going very badly for him. And well, this is where Vegeta basically tells Caulifla to back out, listen. You need to back off for now. From this point on, Majin Buu is mine. What? I don't get it. And basically Piccolo had to come up to Caulifla and knock her out. Which is a good thing, because there's a good chance that if Vegeta had tried that, Caulifla might have seen the blow coming. And well, Goten and Trunks are unhappy about this. Why would you hurt Caulifla? Blah, blah, blah. Vegeta holds Trunks in his arms for the first time ever, and essentially they are knocked out as well. Piccolo ordered to take the trio back, and Vegeta powers up, essentially sacrificing himself much like he does in the original. And well, I think, at least for right now, this is where we're going to be leaving things. So, what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this particular part of the story? How are things going to go? How are things going to go in the next part? Will we actually get the chance to see Caulifla do fusion with someone? Well, all this and more next time as we continue this what if story. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time.